Hey, howdy, and a big welcome back to Clem Hawks, folks. I'm Yak, ready to take you through another, MLB video, to be honest with you. This one, I talk about views and watch time all the time. This one is way too hot not to touch, is the problem. I don't know if you've been on Twitter actively today, but, MLB Twitter is an absolute mess right now with all the trade rumors with Juan Soto, all the trade rumors going on all over the place. And Clem's got softball tonight, but he just sent me this one as I was getting home from work here today. And it was Barstool's starting nine account tweeting out a link to one of their articles talking about MLB Network's bold second half prediction, talking Shohei Ohtani as a member of the Atlanta Braves by trade deadline end. Angels suck. Dude, do not misunderstand that. The Angels with Ohtani and Trout suck. And that is not because of either of those two guys. The joke on Twitter right now is literally those guys could go out there and go 5 for 5 with 3 homers each, and the Angels lose 7-6, right? Like that is how it goes. And I'm talking with Clem right now. Number two thing we gotta talk about. And Clem, you know what? You gotta really stop trashing yourself that I'm better than you, because my man, you can't claim to be a baseball diehard and don't want to learn hockey if you can't do this Ohtani to the Braves video like I'm bullcrapping my way through right now. Because we'll get back to the point Clem was talking about. And I mean, I'm not trying to trash Clem. I'm trying to talk that man up. That man knows way more about baseball than I could know about hockey in 10 years from now. But you know what? Sometimes self-doubt's a tough thing and you get over it eventually. But my friends, what we're getting to right here, right now, is the fact that, yes, Clem and I are talking about Ohtani's contract and how that works. And honestly, I don't know how it works. But if MLB Network thinks it could work, it works, potentially somewhere along the way. Like I said, Clem, I'm bullcrapping my way through this. I just don't care. Straight up, I got nothing to fight for here when it comes to looking like I know what I'm talking about. End of the day, I got you to click. You're listening, you're watching right now, and you're enjoying, Shohei Ohtani being traded. Something to talk about. Okay, that's literally, if you're clicking on this video, as far as you are going with the idea. Because, quite frankly, Angels suck. Ohtani leaves. Go Braves. Nobody at fault there except for the Angels. End of day. However, right, it's like an MLB Network bold prediction, right? It's one of those things of, ooh, I said something loud, so as I get clicks and watch time and views, exactly what I'm doing. I'm just stealing their idea and getting it on YouTube rather than over on their MLB Network podcast or YouTube channel themselves or in their article or website, whatever, right? I'm literally just doing it for myself here, for Clem. So, quite honestly, right, it's one of those things, you can yell into the universe whatever the heck you feel like nowadays, and somebody's going to listen to you. Realistically. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention. I don't know how many of you are tuning in to me for like the third or fourth time this week. Realistically, this is the time of year, whether it be in the MLB, whether it be in the NHL, the NBA, the NFL, any pro sport, for some reason, unless it is complete on season and there's nothing major brewing at that time of year, this is the time of year where it's a vacuum mess of, hey, this guy that's got a check mark on Twitter talked about this, so it must be happening. That's literally the time of year we are, right? Whether it be with the Minnesota Wild stuff, right? Anything I've seen, we talk about. And quite honestly, you've seen the Minnesota Wild results here on Clem Hawks. It's wild, if you ask me. Now, you talk about the Minnesota Twins. Well, hello. The first lesson in journalism when I took my journalism course in college was quite honestly localize news. Well, my man Gilly's TV over here talks about, let's see here. Juan Soto during the home run derby. Juan Soto, you're leaving the Nationals. Where are you going? I don't know. Well, Gilly's TV sits there, looks at that, and says, my man Clem needs watch time, views, and clicks. Juan Soto to the Minnesota Wild. How it works? I don't know, but we'll talk about it. And that's exactly what we're doing here. Quite honestly, you want this to be a meme video? I guess it really is, because Shohei Ohtani to the Braves, again, what do you give up? I've seen, what have I seen? Hold on, let me, English. I come from the woods, quite honestly. Guys, I come from a town of 15,000 people, okay? So don't expect the English to be too good. And I come from Canada, eh? We just talk in the bush anyway. Give us this guy literally just literally looked at this. Give us Strider, Wright, and Riley, and you got a deal. So like that's I don't know. Those are some big names. I think Austin Riley. I don't know. I've heard Strider before. Don't know which Wright is right there in that case, but Wright is. I know the Atlanta Braves have some guys they could give up. Quite honestly, the Atlanta Braves have guys they could give up. It's if you make the Ohtani contract work. I don't know how the Ohtani contract can ever work to be traded. I don't know. Again, I don't claim to know anything, and Clem's got blind faith just as much as I have in him on me getting this video done for you. So, end of the day, it's one of those things, right? And I'm not even doing this for myself. I am literally illustrating my point about what I am doing here by doing this video, what Gillies TV was doing by doing that our Twins trade video for Juan Soto, and it's just literally grasping at straws from the universe of the vacuum of sports because of it being a special time of year where there's a lot happening and you never know what's around every corner, right? You never know literally what could happen next. And that's the NHL offseason during the draft and free agency, and we're still freshly into the second week, so there's a lot going on. And secondary, it's the MLB trade deadline, so literally anybody and their dog that works in the NHL or MLB with a verified check mark is going to be like, X to X, whoa, right? Literally, like as soon as somebody screams something with a blue check mark on Twitter, it is just all you hear for the next 6 hours. And that's literally, right, why we're talking about Ohtani to the Braves right now is because, right, it's one of those things of, is this the most ridiculous thing you're going to see? Probably not, because as I broke it down, you want my honest opinion, and I've already given it to you. Do you blame Shohei Ohtani for wanting out of the Angels? They're a dumpster fire. Absolutely, right? They're an absolute dumpster fire year in, year out. What, they've made the playoffs with Mike Trout twice, I think, and haven't made it out of the DS? I don't even know if they've made it twice, to be quite honest with you. Again, Clem, I don't know why you're leaving me on here, this island alone to figure this out. I could prepare for this, but I really don't care. I frankly don't care because it frankly doesn't matter, because we are talking about exactly what MLB Network wanted us to, and I'm just making fun of it. But the Angels are 39-53 on a team that has potentially the greatest player in history in the small sample size he has in Shohei Ohtani, and the greatest player in MLB by every made-up metric we've come up with over the past 20 years in Mike Trout. So you can't win anything. You literally cannot win anything with those two guys. That is mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. And that's why, right, Angels are a dumpster fire. Can't blame Ohtani for wanting to win. And go Braves. Bang. Done and dusted. And I mean, Atlanta's maybe a market that'll maybe even further the stardom of Shohei Ohtani, which will further grow the game of MLB. And dang, do they need that right now. Because they are hurting. I don't know how you find more people that'll be baseball fans, because it is, I don't know, man. I don't know. The MLB is killing itself more or less, and all they have to do is stop shooting themselves in the foot at every turn and you'd be good. But when you have a team like the Angels with the two best players in the MLB and they can't even be above 500 midway through the year, that is 100% your biggest problem in the league. So if you solve part of that by trading Ohtani to the Braves, I get where MLB Network's going. Mass chaos and a big get for the MLB. Radio, friends, I'm Yak. This is Clem Hawks. Clem, you got your video done, but yeah, you just watched this, so I don't need to explain that. Anyway, I am up on out of here.